We just been in Home Depot here in our town of Terrell, Texas. The reason we were in here just now, we're actually still buying for the house in the Philippines.
Yes, we're still.
And I wanted to pick up stuff while it's fresh on my mind. I know we just returned from the US, but the sooner I get this stuff while it's all fresh on my mind, I think it's the better. You know, you can lose a list. I wrote a list. You can lose the list, all that. I just want to catch it while it's fresh on my brain. I didn't video record inside Home Depot. Of course, anybody here in the West knows what a Home Depot or these other big box stores are like here. But to tell you, there are items that we picked up here to send over there that we don't like the quality of over there, or we can't find there. And I'll get around to showing you those items in just a minute. I've got all these items that I'm preparing for a Balikbayan box. And yes, we just got home from the Philippines and I'm already preparing a Balikbayan box. But let me explain to you why. These outlets right here, I cannot find any good quality outlets that I like in the Philippines. Each one of these units would be separate, that you snap into a little chassis on some. There's different brands, different types over there. And nearly all of them, you have to jump little loops of wire in the back to connect each outlet together. Little jumpers of wire on everything. And it's just those that just push into a hole like these do right here on the back and don't have the option of tightening down behind a set screw down like this right here. Well, that is just asking for trouble. It is just absolutely asking for trouble. So I bought all of these, enough to do the entire house over there with these from the US. Now, if I had to use any of the items that use those round plugs on the ends, of course, I'm gonna have to put adapters. But most things, 80% of everything, maybe 90%, is just the same plug as we use here in the United States. So I'm gonna send those, and even though these say like rated at 120 volts or whatever, yeah, it may be lower voltage, but it's higher amps. And over there it's higher voltage, lower amps. But I've used these over there already in our old house, and even at a place before I knew Melinda, and never had a problem with them whatsoever. Actually turned out to be the best plug in the house. Face plates as well. Somewhere here I got a huge sack of face plates, because you're going to need those to go with them. And these are a better quality face plate also than what I can find over there. So I'll be installing all of these there. So right there, that's two really great items for the Balikbayan box. Now the next thing is, I'll start with these. These are an in-use outdoor cover, and you can put a single game, the square type, or you can put just like these I'm showing right here. And in use meaning that you can stick a cord out the bottom, have something plugged into this outdoors, and close it, and it'd be nice and safe. So that's what it means by that. Another thing about this box is you can make it swing up and hinge it that way, or you can pull that pin and move it down here and swing it from the side. But these are going to be used up on that third floor roof deck. And I've got some electrical outlets that's going to be up there outside, and I need a weatherproof box, and this is going to be it right here. And an in-use box, we can plug in a cord or something and close the lid down on it. Also, I like that it has a place to put a lock, so I can put a small lock on it. And if I'm back here in the US and I don't want nobody up there and plugging stuff up that I don't know what they're doing, there you go. They will not be able to get to a electrical outlet. So I got several of those. I bought some regular flat outdoor type covers right here too, not so elaborate like those. And then I put all of those junction boxes up on that third floor, and they're exposed so I could pull wire in the future, service those electrical circuits or anything I need to do. So I bought these. They got a gasket in them. These will be my cover plates. And I like this particular one that I got. And you see this says for wet locations. Funny, made in Indonesia. And now it's going all the way back over to the Philippines. But see here, except for marine use, watertight. And this you can actually open up in the middle and screw in some type of conduit to as well. And I like that because I may have some instances that I want to do that up on that floor, as well as I could actually even screw a light fixture into the middle of this and have that option as well. So I got a bunch of these for up there, as many as I thought I needed, and a few spares for my project there. The next thing is I bought just some cheap extension cords. Extension cords can kind of be expensive over there, and these were like, I don't know, like $9 or something. 25-foot cord. I bought a couple of them. I've got a couple good cords there already that I keep put away from everybody, but it doesn't hurt to have a couple of extras. Like I say, you could plug these cords into these boxes, close the lid while they're in use as well. All right, so there is those things. Now, the next thing is these light fixtures I bought. These say Laredo, and they have the Texas Star on them. That is what's known as the Texas Star. And in the stores, they actually call it Texas Lamp, even though the box says Laredo. And that means like Laredo, Texas, for instance. Yeah, Laredo collection. And these are really nice looking. I don't want to unbox them right now, but these are going to go on the front of the garage when those the face of the garage is finished. There's already a box embedded there into the concrete on the left and right hand side, and so this is what you'll see on each side of the garage door once that's all finished right there. We're going to be laminating a slate like stone onto that surface there as well. So these on that slate surface are going to look just absolutely beautiful. I bought two of them, like I say, left and right there for that. Then the next thing is I bought more thresholds. I mean, any of you that go to the Philippines know they just never put in thresholds. They sweep out the door. They don't want nothing in the doorway, so when they sweep out, they have a little tradition, you know, sweep out all the bad spirits about 5 o'clock in the evening or so. And of course, if there's a threshold there, they can't sweep straight out the door. But you know, they might be sweeping out bad spirits, but also lizards and everything else, and bugs are crawling in underneath the door. And you're losing air as well, and we're going to be air conditioned there. So everything that we're putting in is getting a threshold and a sweep on the bottom of it, and sealing those doors not only from air but from critters. Now, I sent a few of these over in the past already, so I have some there. A couple are already installed, so I didn't have to buy a whole bunch of these. Of course, we have a lot. Of course, many of our doors are sliding glass doors there, those UPVC doors. So of course they don't need them the way they're built. But I bought a couple more of the plastic style ones, and then on our front door of our house will be this oak, and the door coming off of our master bedroom out onto that veranda there will also be this oak. And I'm sending just one little aluminum cheapie over there as well. I had this one here already at the house. I'm sending it over to put on that outdoor CR out there. And it's adjustable here for different heights on it. And while I'm gathering up a table here of items, I've got many of these old crowbars. This one here you see has been well used. Look at that. But I've got many of these, and I'm sending this particular one over there to use it. The crowbars that we used when we was building, one of them belonged to Miller, one of them belonged to one of the other Massoons there. But I actually didn't have one of my own. So I'm going to send one of these over because I'm always needing to use a crowbar over there. It's just an invaluable tool. Very, very invaluable tool. So there's a few items that we are prepping right now for a Balikbayan box. We got the boxes here already. We picked them up the last time before we went to the Philippines. So we always drop boxes off and we pick new boxes up at the same time for the next go round. And there you have it so far of what we picked up on our punch list.